captains of industries, as well as the chairman board of directors, lead resources, engineer Kimpelu Shogunle, who was represented by Dickiness Doyogubi.
You have the privilege of this knowledge. Don't let it die. Don't let it die in you.
The startup loop by GIZ is being implemented by Lead Resources in Ogun State, the first innovation hub and a strategic human capital development center with a deliberate focus on enterprise and technology. Elizabeth on OGTV News.
President Muhammadu Buhari to chair Chad Basin Commission meeting in Jamena, Chad. Details of this and other stories in a short while.
You don't see something you like.
You don't have what I want.
If Elijah don't have it, nobody fit have it. You get sample. Receive 4 minerals before you finish. It go down show.
I like what?
Tidani, she populace break yen wa. Melo,
That is too much.
go pa be yen ma jabo. Hello Titi, how many?
20 ma.
Oh yeah, go and get Tidani a brocade now. Bera, once you show. Bera straight new customer is waiting. With Glow SME Flexi, I fit coordinate and monitor my business anywhere. I go fit call my workers, my customers and partners, even overseas. Whoa, business theater. OT Flexi.
New Glow SME Flexi lets your business operate efficiently for less. Get 1 hour talk time or more than 650 megabytes data or any combination of both for just 500 naira. Plus, reduce costs with special staff rates, a choice of unmatched data plans, and best international call rates. Call 200 now or visit your nearest Glow World.
How far? Alexa.
Business. Together, we make business.
All of us. The safety of our communities is in our hands. The police need our help and support. Boko Haram threatens our lives, future, our country. But Nigeria belongs to us. God has blessed this rich land. Let us protect her as we protect each other. Report any criminal activity. Call these numbers. Your call is anonymous, and it is vitally important. Your support so far has been critical. Continuing it will make all the difference between a Nigeria of the fearful and a Nigeria of the free. Protect each other, for we are not terrorists. We are Nigerians. A message from the State Security Service.
Most welcome. If you're just joining us, this is the OGTV News. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has expressed readiness to be an unbiased umpire in line with the saddled constitutional responsibility to the nation in the forthcoming 2019 general elections. Oyo State Resident Electoral Commissioner, Barrister Mutu Agboke, reiterated this while hosting members of the House of Representatives Committee on INEC in Ibadan. The House of Representatives Committee on INEC was on an inspection visit to the Commission in preparation for the 2019 elections. A representative of the committee, Honorable Kola Akinyo, said the committee is delegated in groups to extend the House's oversight functions in accordance with Section 88 and 89, subsection 3 of the Constitution to interface with the officers in Nigeria to gauge and to ensure that INEC remains unbiased and organize the election with utmost honesty. Honorable Akinyo expressed confidence in INEC's equipment and personnel for the polls and charged them to be upright and to ensure that the electorate votes count at the coming elections.
We know that the better INEC is, the better democracy. And the better our democracy is, better the development of this country. So I've seen a prepared rec, and I've seen a prepared team for the job ahead, and they've assured us that all interest will be taken care of.
Barrister Agboke, in his remarks, maintained that the era of illegalities in the electoral process is gone, assuring that INEC is prepared for the task ahead.
And all our people in Oyo State that their cards are ready, they should come and collect them. All these have shown that INEC in Oyo State we are already ready for the peaceful and credible elections in 2019 general.
He also assured residents of Oyo State that all collation centers in the state have been assessed and found suitable for the election. And still talking politics, Ogun State Federal Legislator Honorable Adekunle Abdul Kabir Akinlade, representing Egbado South Ipokia constituency in the state, has defected from the All Progressives Congress APC to Allied People's Movement APM. While addressing journalists shortly after his resignation letter was read on the floor by the Speaker, Honorable Yakubu Dogara, Honorable Akinlade explained that his defection became necessary following a deliberate attempt to hijack the mandate freely given to him by the national chairman of APC in conspiracy with some leaders in the southwest zone who are determined to bring Ogun State under their control by all means. He stated further that in obedience to the wish of the overwhelming majority of party faithful in Ogun State, APC, it is high time to contest 2019 governorship elections in the state under the platform of Allied People's Movement to keep political aspirations alive, having exhausted all available avenues for amicable political settlement in APC.
To move to another platform to keep their political aspiration alive, having exhausted all available avenues for the amicable political settlement. It is therefore my honor and pride to announce that in obedience to the wish of the overwhelming majority of party faithfuls in Ogun State, I, Honorable Adekunle Abdulkabir Akinlade, will be contesting for the office of Governor of Ogun State on the platform of the Allied People's Movement, APM.
Honorable Akinlade, who stated that Ogun State Governor Senator Ibikuna Moson is not planning to defect to APM, also promised to continue on his mission to rebuild the state when elected as governor in 2019.
The great work for the development of Ogun State, which not be compromised. The great exploits in the areas of infrastructure development, direct foreign investment, youth employment, agriculture, health, and cultural reawakening, which the state has witnessed since May 2011, should not be abandoned. Our commitment to the welfare of the good people of Ogun State must remain eternal.
Well, Honorable Akinlade has said APM is committed to supporting President Muhammadu Buhari's second term in office, saying the party will use all resources at its disposal to work for his victory at 2019 presidential elections. Now, we're from politics to religion. There is need for peaceful coexistence among Muslims and non-Muslims to enhance harmonious relationship and good neighborliness towards rapid development of the country. This was the crux of a lecture delivered during the annual Rabita Special Prayer for Ogun State and Nigeria. The gathering witnessed the presence of imams and alfas in the state. Yusuf Ganiu reports.
Prayer is said to be the powerful tool for overcoming and shielding any challenge and to achieve the best for the development of the country. For this reason, the Muslim prayer ground in Lantoro, Abeokuta was filled to capacity for the League of Imams and Alfas special prayer for peace to reign, especially in the 2019 general elections in Ogun State and the country at large. The prayer, which was led by the Chief Imam of Egbaland, Alhaji Liadi Onusholu, was attended by dignitaries. Guest lecturer, Professor Kamaldeen Balogun, enjoins both political and Islamic leaders to ensure truth prevails in their deeds for the development of the country. It was also noted that lofty objectives, irrespective of any religion.
This is unprecedented, coming together ulamas throughout the state to pray for peaceful election and peaceful transition in Ogun State. And I have no doubt in my mind that Almighty Allah will accept our prayers so that at the end of the day, we have peaceful elections and peaceful transition in Ogun State.
Whatever God wants will happen, all right? Whatever God had ordained for each and every one of us will come to pass. So let's take it easy. Let's have faith in God Almighty. God that created us from up to this time knows what will be in future. So don't let us run before crawling.
When you foresee or you think that problem is coming, the problem is only from Allah. The next thing to do is to put all your matters towards Allah.
Election tó ń bọ̀ lọ́wọ́ nítorí pé tìlú bá fararọ ìdùnnú ni fún àwọn aṣáájú ẹ̀sìn pé àmì gbígbàdúrà nìyẹn. Nígbà tí à ń bẹ lọ́hùn ìjọba tó ń bẹ ní ibẹ̀ yìí àdúrà náà lọ́wọ́ bá ṣe pé Ọlọ́run kó fún wa níjọba rí Ọlọ́run kó fún wa níjọba rí Ọlọ́run sì gbà ó sì gbà. Àmọ́ lẹ́yìn náà ìmí ń fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀ àdúrà là á fi pàdé nǹkan tí ò bá yé èèyàn.
Goodwill messages were also received as the congregation prayed for Senator Ibikunle Amosun for Almighty Allah to continue to be with him and guide him aright. However, the communique issued at the Rabita Special Prayer for Peace, Progress and Security also reflects the need for Muslims and non-Muslims to cohabit for harmony to reign in Nigeria. Yusuf Ganiyu, OGTV News.
As part of initiatives towards ameliorating the difficulty experienced by motorists traveling on the major highways, especially the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, currently undergoing rehabilitations and therefore prone to road diversions, the Federal Road Safety Corps has met with the project engineers for both Julius Berger Nigeria and Reynolds Construction Company responsible for the rehabilitations of the roads. This was to ensure motorists traveling for this year's festivities arrive at destinations safely with minimal discomfort, as well as to make adequate preparations for the forthcoming Redeemed Christian Church of God and Deeper Life Church religious activities, including Shiloh, during this Yuletide. The meeting was a follow-up to an earlier meeting held on 18th of November 2018 by the FRSC Ogun State Sector Commander Clement Oladile with Julius Berger Nigeria leadership on the need for opening of the diversion points around Asheshe and Mowe on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. The FRSC team was led by Assistant Court Marshal John Mehawk, the Zonal Commanding Officer in charge of Lagos and Ogun State. The meeting also had in attendance the Sector Commander, Oyo State Command, Cecilia Alau, representatives of the Sector Commander, Lagos State Command, and officials of the Federal Ministry of Power, Works and Housing. Other resolutions reached during the meeting were for the road to be opened for motorists at construction zones on the Lagos-Ibadan corridor to allow travelers use the possible portions of the road being rehabilitated and devoid of traffic diversion. The meeting also secured the commitment of the construction companies to avail the FRSC their heavy-duty rescue equipment and emergency personnel for prompt response to traffic emergencies. The FRSC, on a part, pledged to ensure high visibility by deployment of patrol team and equipment to prevent traffic gridlocks. The Ogun State Traffic Compliance and Enforcement Agency, TRACE, in its bid to ameliorate the alarming rate of road traffic and crashes on Ogun State roads, is to organize a 3-day annual TRACE Corps Commanders Conference for senior officers. The capacity building for TRACE senior officers, a system approach to human capital development to attain goals of Road Safety Vision 2020 agenda. The TRACE Corps Commander Fatai Olasheni Ogunyemi, in a statement disclosed that the conference, which will commence on Friday 30th November through Sunday 2nd December 2018, will also have in attendance the Secretary to the State Government, Barrister Taiwo Adoluwa, and the head of at 8 in the morning. Commander Oguyemi says the conference will serve as an opportunity to inculcate and entrench the safety drive consciousness of trace operatives and stakeholders alike. President Muhammadu Buhari has departed Abuja from Jamena, Chad, to preside over the summit of heads of states and governments of the Lake Chad Basin Commission (LCBC). Buhari, in his capacity as chairman of the summit of heads of states and governments of the Lake Chad Basin Commission, summoned the meeting meant to find lasting solution to the menace of Boko Haram insurgency. Mr. Femi Additional, Special Advisor to the President on Media and Publicity in Abuja, said the meeting of the heads of state and government of the LCBC will take place in Chad. Also, the President of Benin Republic, a troop-contributing country, has also been invited to attend the meeting. The multinational joint task force and national operations of the affected countries have appreciably degraded the capacity of Boko Haram terrorists, although the insurgents still retain the capacity to attack isolated targets in desperate search for supplies. According to Additional, the one-day meeting will review the security situation in the areas affected by Boko Haram insurgency. The Nigerian army said that it lost 23 personnel to the attack by the Islamic State of West African Province terrorists who attacked the 157th Battalion in Metele in northern Borno on November 18. The army, in a release which was the first time it will speak on the casualty figures, said 31 personnel were also wounded in action and have been evacuated to several medical hospitals. The Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Tuko Buratai, in the release signed by Brigadier General Sani Usman, said 12 soldiers were also killed at Kukawa, Goshi, Kareto, and Kajuram when the troops came under attacks of the Boko Haram terrorists. Brigadier General Sani Usman said troops deployed in the northeast of Nigeria under Operation Lafayette have come under series of attacks by large numbers of Boko Haram terrorists. Each of these incidents was successfully repelled and several members of the terrorists were killed. However, a total of 16 personnel were killed in the course of these attacks, while 12 soldiers were wounded in action and are receiving treatment at military medical facilities. It's now time to hand you over to Tunde Olaniran for some business stories. Do stay with us.
Welcome to the business segment of the news. Pension fund administrators have raised their investment in 0.12 billion naira from the pension money in their custody, according to the latest data from National Pensions Commission. Operators of the contributory pension scheme have also said that investors have continued to lobby to access the fund in their custody. Figures obtained from the commission revealed that the total assets under the CPS stood at 8.34 billion naira as at the end of September. According to PENCOM, the PFAs invested 6.86 billion naira in the nation's infrastructure as of December 2017. The president PENCOM, Mrs. Aderonke Adebiyi, said the issue of the role of pension fund in the economic development has moved into focus of public attention, particularly with regards to Nigeria's growing need for long-term capital. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, in its move to deepen Nigeria's capital market and bolster liquidity, has reaffirmed its commitment to its 10-year master plan, which began in 2014. Mrs. Mary Odok, Acting Director General, SEC, who made this known in Uyo, explained that the Nigerian Capital Market Master Plan 2015 to 2025 by the Commission in collaboration with other stakeholders was to improve key areas, especially investor protection and education, professionalism, product innovation, and for the expansion of the capital markets role in Nigeria's economy. The materialization, e-dividends, and direct cash settlements were some of the sundry initiatives by the Commission to ensure that the market not only recovers but thrives to become Africa's most efficient capital market. Managing Director of Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation (NNPC), Dr. Maikanti Baru, said that the corporation have saved $30 billion from insurance premiums in business transactions. He added that the corporation carried National Insurance Commission, Bureau of Public Procurement, Nigerian Content Development, 700 and the accrue to the Federation account for the Federation. Ahmed Idris, who said this at the first National Diaspora Investment Summit at the State House Conference Center in Abuja yesterday. Lastly, in 2018, in its late, according to the reports, Nigeria's biannual economic update, the country's gross